Hey everyone, welcome to day 5 of the Habits for Happiness Challenge. Huge! Congratulations! Amazing, well done for being here. It's incredible. Can you believe it? That we've built up this incredible community over the last 5 days. In just 5 days, just imagine what have we achieved. We brought together tens of thousands of people to come and learn, to come and connect, to come and become more confident, to become more grateful, to become more kind, to become more connected. How incredible is that? And you've been a part of that. This is truly, truly historical to see tens of thousands of people from all across the world, different backgrounds, different cultures, different walks of life coming together to learn, to grow, to connect, to make a difference in their life. And for those of you, whether you've been watching these live or whether you've been watching these on the replay or whether this is the only one that you can make it to, you're here. And that's the most important thing. You're watching the most important live. And like I said to you, for everyone who comes onto this live and stays all the way till the end, at the end of this, we will be picking one person, one lucky winner for me to do a one-to-one 10-minute phone call with. So make sure you stay till the end of this live as well. I'd love for you to stay all the way till the end because that is when we'll announce it. You have to stay all the way to be involved in being picked. So make sure you do that. But I just want to take a moment to reflect on how incredible have the last 4 days been. How much change have you felt up here? How much growth have you felt in your heart? How much difference have you experienced in your conversations, your connections, your time at work? Tell me right now, what are the changes that you have seen? Christina, great to see you here. Jess says, woo, made it for all 5 days. So ready for today's session. Christina says, Jay, thank you so much. Lexi, hello. Sissel, hello. Yezi, hello. Taylor, good to see you. Manahouse is so excited. I can't wait to see what's to come today. Yeah, I know. It's exciting, isn't it? It's always so fun to look forward to what the next theme is as well. Carlotta, great to see you as well. Jenna says, wow, a day 5. I feel like we've all made progress. Small steps make big progress. Wanted to thank you for these past 5 days. Feeling truly happier and hopeful going forward. All love. Amazing. Kelly says, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful fall day here in the sunny. Awesome. This is awesome. Power says, I'm getting used to waking up to a nice routine of gratefulness, deep hugging, working out, and Jay Shetty. Good morning. I love it. Kimberly says, hello, Jay. Hope you're well. Congratulations to everyone who committed to doing all 5 days. It's been wonderful to go on this journey with you all to learn, grow, and connect. Hasn't it just been amazing? Awesome. Abby says, 1 a.m. here, finally able to join the live one with you. You have no idea how much I feel happier and better with your tips. Wow, I love reading that. Uchi says, hey Jay, it's 6 a.m. here in New Zealand, but I'm grateful I could wake up on time. Can't wait and love your work. Thank you so much. Josh says, this has been great. We've been talking about this as a whole family and connecting more each day. Thank you, Jay, for all the material. Love the energy. That's beautiful. I love hearing this. Changing families. It's wonderful. So again, thank you all so much for committing, for turning up, for showing up. And we've all talked about these 4 incredible habits. We started the week off with gratitude. We started talking about the power of gratitude. Gratitude towards ourselves and gratitude towards others and gratitude about the life that we're so blessed to live, which I know you're all feeling. We then talked about the power of social connection, coming together and bringing our best to each other and recognizing that it's not just about getting together, but it's about growing together. It's not just about coming together and being in a bar or being at a restaurant. It's about coming together to want to make a huge, powerful impact in your life. It's about wanting to have a meaningful experience together. It's about transforming those relationships away from superficial small talk to deep exchanges of love, of trust, of connection. And then in day 3, we talked about the all-important confidence. Remember, confidence wasn't just feeling good about yourself. It was about appreciating one's own qualities and abilities. Think about that. Mind-blowing stuff. It's not just about feeling good about yourself. It's genuinely appreciating your positive qualities and abilities. And then day 4 yesterday, we talked about implementation and the keys to transformation to keep this moving, to keep this going. And today, we're talking about the 2 most biggest impact on our health and happiness. These two things have such a profound impact on our health and happiness, and that's why I saved them till the last day, because I really want to dive deep into these with you. And for everyone who's just joined, I want you to remember this: we are going to select one of you to have a private phone call with me, but to do that you need to stay throughout the whole live, and I will announce the person at the end of the live, and you only qualify when you're here for the whole of today's live. Remember, you had to show up today, so you've all shown up. Now stay here with me. And today's two topics, two habits that I want to dive into. There's two I want to do today, right? So we're going to go all out, not just 5, we're going to add 2 today. And these 2 are the workplace and money. Your habits at work and your habits with money have a huge impact on your mind, your body, your health, right? Your habits at work and your habits with money. So today's session, I'll focus on both those habits. I'll talk to you about the best, most practical habits, no matter what you do for work. No matter whether you manage the money or your partner manages the money, however it is, these are mindsets, and they will impact your partner. They will impact your boss. They will impact your colleagues. That's the beauty of mindset. When you master your mindset can actually create changes in people around you. It's about your mindset. It's not about what's happening in the situation. We're all trying to manage the situation, which you can't change. But when you change your mind, that changes the situation. Not only does it change the way you perceive it, it changes the way other people perceive you, right? Note that down. When you master your mindset, it changes the way you perceive a situation, but it also changes the way people perceive you. And when people perceive you differently, it elevates everything. So today we're talking about work and we're talking about money. And I can't wait to dive into these with you. And I wanted to talk to you about these. Listen to these stats. Work stress is one of the number 1 sources of anxiety and depression today. We know that, right? And so today we're going to go all at it. And over 50% of marriages end in divorce. Of that number, at least half of the couples split because of money. Right? This is how powerful and important they are. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start with work habits and then shift over to money. If you're in with me, say yes in the comments, press that like and love button. Get ready right now. Make sure you're sticking around to the end of the event because I want to let you know who wins. So don't leave early today. Today's the one that you want to stay here. That's why we decided to do it on a Sunday, so that hopefully you're all not working and you can be here. It's great to see this. V says, I have a terrible relationship with money. I'm aware of it and cannot wait to hear your thoughts. Brilliant. And this is it. You've hit the nail on the head. We have a relationship with work. We have a relationship with money. Just as you can change your relationship with someone in your life, you can change your relationship with these things. Joy says, money is my biggest problem. Can't seem to make enough to make ends meet. Very excited to hear what you have to say about this. Awesome. Donna says, not going anywhere. Definitely need assistance with the money mastering. Major life changes have really impacted my relationship with money. Absolutely. So I'm glad you're excited for today's topics. I'm glad that you're ready. I'm ready. Let's dive into it straight away. So listen to this carefully. Business Insider reports that work will take up 90,000 hours of our time in our lives, right? That means on average, we'll spend about 14 years of our lives in total at work. And if you regularly work overtime, you can add 1 to 2 extra years onto that. So we spend about 14 years of our life in a place. And that's why it's so important that our habits in that place are changing. Now you may say, yeah, actually I like my job, it's okay. Or you may say, I hate my job. Whichever one you're on, improving your habits in the workplace can be huge. Because when you improve your habits in the workplace, you're spending 14 years of your life there. When you're spending 14 years of your life in a place, you want to make sure that those 14 years are happy years, that they're years that bring joy to your life, they're years that bring purpose and action to your life. So this is one of the things that I talk about. So for those of you that I've talked about, and I can see so many comments about Jay, work and finance are huge for me. Well, inside my Genius community, we focus on 5 key areas. And 2 of the biggest ones out of that, one of them is financial, right? I really focus on strong financial habits. So any of you that want to master money more, the Genius community is amazing for that because we focus on that as a recurring theme in the year. And so if you're looking for multiple ways to improve that, and we've already done some this year as well, which I'll tell you about later, but really talking about money. And the other one is work and career, right? We're really talking about how we can have more powerful, purposeful, meaningful careers. And I know a lot of you are excited to hear my thoughts on money, but I want to let you know that in my Genius community, we focus a lot on that. Now, when we look at work, right? CNBC revealed that just 19% of people feel like they make enough money in their jobs, right? Only 19%, which is extremely, extremely low. Now, so most of the people who may be staying at the job hate their job and just for their money aren't making enough, right? So people are not staying at their jobs because they make enough money. They're staying at their jobs because they don't know what else to do as well. And that's why work is so important. And what we have to realize, and I'll get on to money, but our habits at work can either attract and elevate more money in our lives, or they're actually turning down money in our lives as well. So our habits at work actually affect how much we end up earning. Now, this is how to inject happiness in your work-life area. Positive psychology lists 10 main factors that influence happiness at work. Workplace autonomy and freedom, task variation, the significance you feel, recognition for work, the challenge that you feel, because we all need to feel a bit of challenge, and then obviously teamwork and environmental situations. But one of the things I want to talk to you about in the workplace, and this is really, really important, and I guarantee you, if you do this one thing, you will start to see yourself attracting more money too. So one of the most amazing, the people that are happiest at work, they're using their strengths at work. They're using their natural qualities, their natural abilities, their natural strengths in the workplace. Guess what happens when you do that? You feel more confident because you're bringing something that you already have some expertise or strength in. So you feel more confident. It boosts your confidence. Now, when you boost your confidence, it attracts more people who think you're doing amazing, right? It attracts more recognition. It attracts more significance. It attracts more notice from senior people within the organization, from senior people within the company. What does that do? It attracts the desire to keep a piece of talent like you, right? To keep talent that you have. And when they want to keep your talent, guess what happens? Your pay goes up. So showing your strengths at work has a direct correlation, not only with your happiness, but with your ability to perform and therefore your ability to be rewarded. And those three things are beautiful, right? When you're happy and joyful, right? When you're performing better and that's being noticed, and now you're being rewarded for it. So many of us are scared of demonstrating our strengths in the workplace because we say, oh, it doesn't quite fit there, right? It doesn't quite make sense. But actually, it can make a huge difference. And so what I want you to do right now is I want you to write down 3 things that you have a strength in. And I asked you to do this in the confidence section, so you can bring that back, right? And if you missed all the other lives, don't worry at all. You're in the right place right now. This is day 5, everyone. This is the 5th and final day where we're going to build all the momentum. I'm going to give you the advice on how to keep it going and how we can continue to work together as well. And pinpointing your strengths, really understanding your strengths, is all about you reflecting and saying, where do I have the biggest impact, personally or professionally, on people and on tasks? Where am I having the biggest impact? Where do I see myself giving the most shift? So I started to realize, for me, it was when I was teaching, when I was presenting, when I was coaching. Now, I was inside a big corporate organization where they didn't need me to coach, but guess what? I started coaching. I started offering mindfulness sessions. I literally did that. At lunchtime, I would organize a mindfulness and meditation session at my workplace, and 5 people would show up. But guess what? Word spread from those 5 people. The next thing, I was training managing directors. I was training executives inside my company. I trained the whole group of over 1,400 people at Twickenham Rugby Stadium in mindfulness. Because I just started training 5 people. I brought my strengths and my passions to the workplace. So many of us, and it could be something simple. And then I launched a program where more people could bring their strengths to the workplace. So I knew someone who loved baking. They set up a Monday bake-off. Every Monday, someone new from the team had to bake something or bring something if they didn't want to bake anything. I brought something. I'm terrible at baking. And every week, someone had to bake something and bring it for the team. This person was now bringing their passion to work. When you start bringing your passion to work, when you bring your strengths to work, not only will you be happier, but you will stand out. Another one of my friends was a great photographer. On the weekends, he would photograph weddings, and that wasn't enough to pay his bills. So he had a full-time day job, but then he started bringing his photography into the workplace. He would photograph work events. He would video work events. He would photograph executives. He would photograph his staff. He would make LinkedIn profiles and pictures for people. How amazing is that? He started to bring his passion and strengths to work. People started to notice for his value more. He got promoted, right? Notice how when you display your skills, When you display your strengths, it attracts recognition and reward. But when you just think you have skills and you're waiting for someone to come and find them and mine them out of you, you will never do that, right? You will never ever do that. Don't wait for someone to come and find your skills. Don't wait for someone to uncover your talent. Display it, show it, share it with other people, and you will see some serious power in your life, right? This is huge. It's absolutely huge, right? Don't forget in your workplace how important this is, right? The other thing I genuinely believe in, and I want you to recognize this, I genuinely believe that everyone has a genius inside of them. And Albert Einstein said it best. Everyone's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its whole life believing that it's stupid. We feel stupid, we feel underqualified, we feel not powerful and proactive because we're a fish trying to be a lion. We're a bird, right? We're a bird that should be flying, trying to be a turtle, right? We're a giraffe, right? Pretending to be a zebra. Like, we're trying to be the wrong thing. We're trying to be that which we're not. And when you try and be that which you're not, you get further away from recognition and reward. And that's what's happening in all of our lives. So I really want you to think about this, right? I really, really want you to think about this. I really want you to consider, right? I truly, truly, truly want you to consider where in your work can you bring a strength in, right? And the only way to know your strengths is try out multiple things. That's the only way. Look at what you thrive at in your personal life. Are you great at organization? Are you great at photography? Are you great at graphic design? What are you talented in, right? Right? And if you're finding, this is the second habit that I want to give you in the workplace. And this is so vital. It's so, so, so vital. So many people say, I want to get promoted this year as a goal. I want to get a pay rise. But what do? They think, right? They think they know what their boss wants and they do that, but they never clarify it. They never, ever clarify it. I learned this when I was at university and I was doing my dissertation and I really wanted to perform well at university. I really wanted a first-class degree at university. And I wanted it. Why? Because I wanted to show that meditation, discipline, and everything worked that I was doing. I wanted to prove that someone who was meditating and someone who was working hard was able to perform. And so I remember meeting my professor and saying to this is what I said to my professor. I said, I really want to perform well in my degree. I really want to get a first-class degree. This is what I think I need to do to achieve that. What is your input and advice? And what would really stand out for you to be able to award this? What is going to make that difference for you? What is going to be the thing that you're measuring me on? Listen to what a powerful discussion that is, as opposed to, oh, I'm really looking to get promoted this year. I'm going to work extra hard. I'm going to come in early. I'm going to leave late. I'm going to do whatever you ask me to do. But you never clarified with them what your intention was. And you never let them clarify how they would reward that intention. Hugely different. When someone goes up to their boss and says, by the way, I really want to get promoted this year. I really want to get a pay rise this year. And I'm willing to work hard for it. But this is what I think I need to do that will make a difference in the company. And these are the 3 areas I've spotted that I know would make a real difference. And if I work on these, I think that will be really impactful for the company. Is this what you need? What are you measuring that on? What is it that's going to make a real difference to you? If someone said that to you, imagine if you were the boss and someone said that to you, you'd be like, wow, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. But if all you hear is, oh, I wish I got promoted this year, I need to buy a new house. I wish I got promoted this year, I'm getting married. I wish I got promoted this year because I just need a bit of extra money for a holiday. Hugely different. The second habit in the workplace to improve your workplace is to seek and provide clarity, to share your intention and give opportunity for that intention to be edited for the greatest growth, right? It's so, so important. You're going to bring your strengths to work, but now you need to find out which strengths are going to be rewarded? Which parts of what you do are going to make the biggest difference? Now, when you say that, it makes a huge difference, right? Michelle says, I did this with my supervisor last year and she instructed me how to get a percentage raise. This year I got it. First time in my 25 years there, I got a high raise. Michelle, there you go. Thank you for sharing it. I love that. I'm so happy that you shared that. Elizabeth said, I'm strong in helping people recognize and process their emotions. I used to coach others, but shut down my business as I'm going through divorce. Want to start again, but feeling overwhelmed. Do it, Elizabeth. It will heal you through the process as well. Tamara says, you are exactly right, Jay. Awesome, good. This is great. This is beautiful. Roxana says, Jay, you're making me realize how blessed I am with my career. Pay is okay and I get by, but now I need to focus on my strengths instead of comparing it to other co-workers. There you go. That's what we lose so much energy. If we don't work to our strengths, we look at everyone else's strengths, right? Same with this conversation with the boss. If we don't have that conversation, we always want, oh my God, that person's close to the boss. Maybe they're going to get promoted. Maybe I'm not. But if you've had an upfront, honest, open conversation and now you're living up to it, there is no one who will not serve that. But if you're just like, I'm going to work really hard, I hope I get promoted, and you just say that to your boss and they don't say anything. But if you've clarified, clarity has been one of the greatest gifts I've received from your coaching, teaching, Lisa says. That clarity is everything, right? Clarity is everything. I was speaking to Brendan Bashard the other day, who's on an upcoming podcast, and he was talking about one of the top high-performing habits is seeking clarity. Seeking clarity, right? The biggest difference maker than everything. So that's the second habit for the workplace. And I want to give you one more habit for the workplace that will make the biggest difference. And this one is, whatever you don't notice in the workplace, bring it in yourself. Bring that energy in yourself. If people aren't congratulating each other, congratulate people. If people are not grateful, be grateful to people. Be that change you wish to see in the world, as Gandhi said. Why? Because when you start being that change, you'll attract that energy at work. Not in a desperate way, in a genuine way. Right? It will make all the difference. Now, please practice that, especially that second one about speaking about clarity, bringing your strengths to work. Those are huge changes in the workplace. Now, I want to share with you the money principles. And I know a lot of you were saying that, Jay, I need to hear your perspective on money. I need to have your breakdown on money. Right? I need to understand your breakdown of money. Now, many of us experience stress in our finances, credit card debt, student loans, car payments, and even day-to-day necessities. And juggling financial needs can be a challenge, but that doesn't mean it has to be an unhappy one. Now, one of the first things I'm going to talk about, and you may say it's really, really basic, but truly this is where you don't get peace of mind. Again, clarity. We don't feel peaceful when we lack clarity. When you're unclear, when there's an unknown, when there's an uncertainty, that is when you feel scared. That is where fear comes from. Now, you may not be certain about something outside of you, but you can be certain about how you feel about something and where your commitment is. This is why everyone needs to use a budget. And this is the one that I've recommended. I recommend Dave Ramsey's free version of the Every Dollar app to help you create a budget that tracks your spending. If you're clear about, so many times I ask people, so how much do you make after tax? And they say, I'm not quite sure, like maybe this much a month. And they're making, it's like, how much do you make exactly before tax, after tax? How much exactly are you spending on rent, on your phone bill? How much exactly are you spending, right? And Dave Bark, I believe his name is an incredible writer in this space who has some amazing books about money and talks about how much we should be spending in each area. And let me see I want to see if I can got my notes here for you. Here we go, perfect. So this is what I wanted to share with you. So listen to this, right? This is really, really important advice. And it's really, really powerful advice. And like I said, David Bark is an incredible author. and Success Magazine found this research out around money. So listen to this carefully. Now, these were some brilliant pieces of advice, and this was a piece of advice from Warren Buffett, right? Make sure you save before you spend, not the other way around. Make sure you save before you spend, not the other way around. What people say is, they're like, this is how much I want to spend, and so I'm going to spend, and I'm like, whatever gets left over, I'll save. It's the other way around. You save before you spend. So when you actually get your money after tax, the first thing you do is, this is how much I'm saving. That's the mistake we make, because every month we save a different amount because we didn't save first, we spent first. So listen to this carefully. Make sure you save before you spend, not the other way around. And Warren Buffett said it best. Do not save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. A huge game changer. If you were putting aside $100, $200, $500, $1,000, I don't know, however much you have available. If you were putting that aside before you spend, guess what? You won't be in a position where you don't know how much money you have. And this is the clarity point about, so the first point I wanted to make is clarity on budgeting. You're scared about money because you're not clear about it. And you're scared of getting clear about it because you're scared you're spending too much. But guess what? When you're scared, you just carry on spending. So the first thing is gain clarity around your finances by budgeting. Know exactly how much you make before tax. Know exactly how much you make after tax. Know exactly how much you're saving. Know exactly how much you're spending. And look at all your expenditures and ask yourself, which one of those are genuine and which ones aren't? I know in my house, in my family, we would always, I'll come back to that in a second, right? But save before you spend is my second money habit that I want to share with you. Save before you spend. Invest before you spend. So as soon as you get that money after tax, the first thing you should be going is, this is how much I'm saving away, right? And this is so messed up. Like, listen to this. When you get your paycheck, what's the first thing you think of? Knowing how much you save every month. People who are happy with their habits save 20% of their net income. Are you saving 20% of your net income? Right? So the money that you're getting after tax, happy people who are happy with their money habits are saving 20%. This was a study in Success Magazine mixed with work from David Bark, who's got incredible work in this space. Tell me. Right? So that's the second habit. This is the third habit. Listen carefully. And this is the other thing. There are so many, this is how you really know what you value. Do a money audit. Look at all the money you're spending, right? Look at all the money you're spending and ask yourself, is that valuable? So many people, right? Exactly, Carrie. Carrie goes, this is huge. I need to look and respect money in a brand new way. Budget, save, and be clear. Absolutely. When you don't have clarity around something, you're dealing with it with fear, right? When you're not clear about things, you're going through it with fear, right? And Christina says, what if I don't have any to save because I'm at a point that I cannot even cover my living expenses? Well, then take a look at some of your living expenses. So many of us are spending tons of money on a coffee every day. I know people that are spending between $8 to $15 on coffee every day. You can make it yourself. I know people spending $15 on a salad every day. $15 would cover your whole week if you brought the actual pieces and brought the actual food and vegetables and made salad yourself, right? There are so many areas of our life where we can become smarter about our spending. Things like salads, things like coffees, things like eating out are extortionate. Most people's food bill for one night at a restaurant could be $100. That could cover most of your food bill for a full week of food for two people, right? And even if you're saving $10 a day, if you're saving $10 a month, whatever it may be, it's huge. Now listen to this. No more than 15% on food, right? Wellness can be expected, and this is no more than 15% of your net income on food. Now, this one's interesting for me because I really believe your wellness is better to focus on than illness, right? So when you don't prioritize your wellness, we know that leads to illness. And so for me, when it comes to things like food, when it comes to things like education, these are things we shouldn't cut down on because those are things that take care of us in the long term. Spend no more than 25% on rent of your net income, 25% of your net income on rent, right? Listen to this carefully. Spend no more. Oh, Cara says, I've cancelled all subscriptions beside your genius group. Oh, and the gym, amazing. Stop paying for a lot of beauty services and do them at home for myself. Cook at home to save more dollars. Cara, that is amazing. Congratulations. And that's a perfect example of what I was just about to say next, is spend no more than 10% on entertainment. Research finds that financially successful people are focused on education over entertainment. Right? The most successful people with their money, happy people with their money, are spending 10 to 25% of their net income on personal growth, on self-development, right? They're not 2 to 3 watch less than an hour of TV or online. People are not watching Netflix or YouTube, right? It's so important. We waste so much time on things that are actually taking away, that are bad habits. Don't gamble. 77% of those who struggle financially gamble. 77% of people who struggle financially gamble, right? So I really want you to take an audit of how you spend your money and look at the things that are actually just taking money away. Suzanne says, coffee at home only. I say 30%, use 10% for travel. It's amazing. I love this. This is great. Nenny's, this is beautiful. I barter with my hairdresser with services for coaching her on marketing online. That's so smart, and I love that. Yes, Diana, that's a very important message that's been shared by many people, not just me. Shanti says, I refuse to budget on a grocery bill. I honestly love feeding my family. Exactly, and I think so. These are the two things that happy people with their money don't sacrifice on. Wellness, physical and mental wellness, and education and personal growth. Why? Because these two things stay with you forever, right? You may have to live in a slightly smaller space. You may drive a slightly less flashy car. You may eat at home more than you eat out. But what's going to have the biggest impact on your life? Your wellness, your mental and physical wellness. So not compromising on the food that you eat and what you put in your body, and what you put into your mind, your education, your personal growth, your self-development. These are areas that are not simplified, that are not compromised on, right? Listen to this carefully. Those who are successful financially, right? Those who are successful financially, 88% read for 30 minutes or more per day, right? They're reading, learning. It may not just be reading, it could be watching. Learning, but it's learning for 30 minutes a day. Of those who are struggling financially, only 1 in 50 read every day, right? 63% listen to audiobooks, 79% read educational related material, 55% read for personal development, right? 58% read biographies of successful people or understanding successful people or podcasts with successful people, 94% read about current events, 51% read about history. And only 11% read for pure entertainment purposes. Why? Because education becomes entertainment. Let me ask you this question. How many of you have found the last 5 days education and entertaining? How many of you have loved these sessions and I loved watching that. I learned so much from that. I feel so much happier. Actually, when you finish watching a show, do you even feel happy or do you feel like you wasted time? Do you feel how many times do you watch a show at night and go, I wish we went to sleep earlier. I wish I got a bit more sleep. Right? How many of us feel that way? Love audiobooks. That's amazing, Olga. Well done for becoming more responsible. Vabis says, so true, Jay. My husband and I chose to live in a modest home and drive simple cars so that we can invest in our education and growth, which will then lead to more, right? That's the point. I give a lot of money to support my daughter at college because I wanted to do well. That's beautiful. You can definitely watch this afterwards, everyone who's asking. Yvonne says, I learned to save by cutting out and eating out to lunch. What's caused me to save $100? Absolutely. I do my own spa days at home. I've loved that. I've cut back on eating out. So there's two sides, right? There's what to invest in and what to cut back on. And that's what I said, that anything to do with your wellness, your self-development, your personal growth, that you want to invest in. But when it comes to expenditures on things, on stuff, getting a new iPhone, like, are those really the things that you need, right? Gloria says, I started budgeting over 35 years ago. Often I felt richer than people who made more than my family. That's beautiful. I love, love, love hearing that. This is fantastic. This is so, so great, everyone. This is so absolutely brilliant. So this is my best tips on finance, money habits. And remember that first one, save before you spend. Invest in yourself before you spend on stuff and things. It makes a huge difference. The other one is when you invest in growth and experiences of growth, they last, right? These are such important things. These last 5 days have been beneficial and I'm getting so much out of it, personal growth and clarity. Exactly. See, you had to use your time over the last 5 days. There are 3 things we invest: time, money, and energy. Most of our time, money, and energy, if it's not going in the direction of personal growth, personal development, and wellness, then it's going in the other direction, right? Sonia says, my husband and I talked about this exact subject. This is confirmation to get hold of our finances. I'm excited to get started. And I have so much more inside my Genius community, which is what I want to tell you about. Like, over the last few days, we've learned about daily gratitude. We've learned about connections. We've learned about self-confidence. We've learned about intention. We've now learned about work and finance. And I've been able to give you an overview of all these areas, right? We've delved into all of these areas as an overview. I've been able to provide you with 3 habits for each of them, 3 practical steps that you can start taking right here, right now. And what I've noticed from all of you is that you've taken these steps. Happiness is a choice. You've made that choice by turning up here. Happiness is a choice, and you've made that choice by committing to your habits. And this is where I want to share with you, right? I really want you to understand how self-mastery, purpose, and action make a difference. Because over these last 5 days, you've focused on self-mastery. You focused on making it purposeful, and you focused on the actions that you have to take. You're seeing big changes in your life, right? Charlene says, I didn't know you would cover financial wellness, but it's such a piece of your happiness. 100%. And that's why I spend so much time focusing on finance and money in this way, not just about get rich quick schemes, right? I'm not just telling you, oh, here's how to make more money quick, or you should invest in this. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can live a really meaningful, powerful life. Right? Linda says, I save money by listening to what you're saying. The best value for self-growth. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Right? It's so powerful. Now, this is what I want to share with you. And I really want to be honest with you about how incredible this last 5 days has been for me. I've learned so much from you. I have brought every ounce of my energy here. And if you've gained anything from the last 4 to 5 days, I want you to know this. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful, and it makes me so happy. But I really mean this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. For those of you who have seen change in your life just in the last 4 or 5 days, imagine how much change you would experience if we did this, what we've just done, together every single week and dive deep into these topics with more purpose, more self-mastery, more habits, and deeper action, and more community. How many of you would love that? How many of you would love to be in a position where we were able to do these every single week, and you could learn from me in this way and from each other every single week, and we built a community for conscious change in our lives? How many of you would benefit for that? And for those of you who have been part of our community, you might already know about Genius, right? But if you're not familiar, this is what my Genius community is. Genius is my private coaching group that we've created since January 2018. So it's been live now for nearly 2 years. It's nearly our 2-year birthday. And I've just seen the immense impact it has had on people's lives. Just as you saw the impact you've had in 4 days, imagine what that impact would look like if we worked together like this over a year. Now, Jamie, who is a Genius member, she goes, I recommend everyone to join the Genius community. I've grown so much since joining. Jay, you're amazing, and I'm so grateful for you and your wisdom, and our community is so powerful. That's the most beautiful thing about it. But just like this, where we focused on happiness for a week. In Genius, every month, one session, every single week, we take a new theme. That theme is money habits. That theme is relationship dynamics. That theme is personal wellness of physical health. That theme is work and career trajectory. That theme is finding your strengths, understanding your strengths and displaying them, becoming an expert in a field. Every single month we choose one theme, and for 4 weeks, every single week, I do a session live just like this with my private community where we dive deep into every single one of these areas. Veronica says, that is what I love about you. You're so sincere, humble. Please stay that way. I know it's your business, but please keep it authentic. Don't overwhelm us. I love that. And that's beautiful. And that's exactly what it is. And that's my point, that for me, it's always about sharing with you what I think is genuinely going to help. And this is what I'm saying, that I'm only going to share with you what I genuinely think can make improvements in your life. And that's what we've seen in the last 5 days. Lauren says, the Genius Group has changed my life in such a positive way. I can't say great things about it. And this is the most amazing thing, that if you've watched my videos and been moved, if you've listened to my podcast and seen an impact, if you've watched the last 4 or 5 days and you've had that moment where you stopped and you said, wow, I know exactly what I need to do. I want you to feel that every single week, right? I want you to feel that every single week. Why wouldn't you want to feel that every single week, right? We invest in so many things in our lives that don't make us feel anything. But Genius is proven to do that. Genius is proven to give people those moments every single week. And like I said yesterday, real change only comes from coaching, consistency, and community. If you're serious about your personal growth, if you're serious about becoming better with your money, if you're serious about getting that promotion, if you're serious, if you genuinely want to improve your lives, then we have to take this step forward. Now, I want to share with you exactly what you get and gain when you join Genius. This is what happens inside Genius. Every single week you get a live training and a live meditation. So every single week we do a meditation together with thousands of people from all over the world. And then I lead a live training session just like the ones you've been to, with the curriculum that I've designed for personal growth. Every month we tackle a new big subject that I think is going to impact our happiness, our health, our wealth, and our freedom. Right? If you're getting serious about this in your life, if you're now at a place in your life where you've spent so much money on things and stuff, and you're like, Jay, I need to change. I need to invest in my self-development now. Chris says, Genius has helped me through so much. Absolutely love waking up and working through sessions at the start of the day. I've only been a part of it for 2 months, and I feel so much more positive even in difficult times. Genius meetups are awesome too. I can't wait to tell everyone about that in a second. Thank you so much for sharing that. Evie says, Genius community is amazing and so extremely beneficial. Jay and the community is brought together, have enriched my life beyond measure. I love that. Naomi said, Genius is one of the best investments in myself. Thank you, Jay, for all you do. No, thank you. Honestly, I'm touched by these comments. The second thing you get access to is you get access to my coaching vault. You get access to every single coaching we've done in 2019. Now, the topics are stress and anxiety, relationships, money, all of these 40 plus training sessions you get access to in this vault. The third is wisdom. Now, what I'm doing, you may say, Jay, I don't have time to read. I don't have time to learn. Jay, you're telling me I need to invest in my education. Well, guess what? That's what I'm doing. I do all the research. I read from old books, new books. I listen to podcasts. I spend time with experts. I've interviewed some of the most incredible minds in the world. I sit down regularly with people like Deepak Chopra. I sit down regularly with people in this space that are learning. I sit down with people who are like Laurie Santos, who taught the most powerful class at Yale, and Robert Waldinger. And you may see something that I share on the podcast, but then I have much more deeper lessons that I've learned from really connecting with them offline, which I share only privately in Genius, which is where you get the realest form of wisdom, where we get to spend time together. You get to hear my thoughts far in advance before they get anywhere else. That's what's the most amazing about Genius, that you get to find out so much more initially straight away when I'm having those moments. Valerie says, these last 5 days have been so good for me. I've just started on my growth journey in the last month, and I'm excited about the tools and mindset these sessions have given me. I'm setting goals towards them. And that's the thing. You're setting goals now, and I want to help you reach those goals. I know you have goals inside of you, and I promise you, when you commit to Genius, when you join our community, you get that roadmap. That's what it is. Right now, you know you want to go somewhere, but you don't know what the journey looks like to there. And when you don't know what the journey looks like, you waste time, you waste money, and you waste more resources. We actually waste more money when we don't take coaching. We actually waste more energy when we don't get mentored, right? When we don't have a journey, when we don't have a map. The fourth thing you get access to is you'll learn my best habits for success, for strategies to overcome challenges, and tips to build better relationships. And you get recordings of all the sessions in our membership area. So you can access everything. You don't have to catch the lives. You can watch the replays everywhere, right? Every single week. You don't have to worry about if you can't make the time or whenever it is. And the best thing is you get built-in support and accountability. One of the biggest reasons why today, if you go, I'm going to do this myself, these 5 days were enough for me. One of the biggest reasons why that is unlikely to be successful is we need community. I talked about it yesterday. We need community for a real change. And the Genius community is in the thousands. People have transformed so much. They're giving that energy to you. It's really the most supportive company. You'll notice from the moment you come into Genius and you share your first post, you will see a flood of energy towards you. How many of us want people around us who do believe in us? I do. How many of us want people around us who genuinely care about us? How many of us know that we need that boost sometimes, even when we don't feel like it? That's what Genius does. There we go. Lamanaska says, people in Genius are amazing. Such moving, uplifting, inspiring lives support the vibe home. Jay, thank you for this platform. I'm in since April and still loving the sessions, the energy and the kick in my butt. You're a blessing, right? We all need that. We all need that blessings. And this is where it ultimately comes down to. I really believe that everyone's a genius, like I said before. And everyone has the ability to serve. I want you to have the best impact in the world. I want you to leave a legacy. I want you to really matter. I really want you to really believe that everything you do makes a difference and that you're rewarded for that, and that you're recognized for that, and you feel the significance for that. And Genius is really built to give you that. And that's why we focus on the 5 key areas: health, spiritual, relationships, work, self, personal, physical, financial, emotional, mental, right? We focus on all the deepest areas. We focus on health, diet and exercise, spiritual, your connection to your energy and higher power, relationships in your workplace and your home, work, your finances and your money, and then self, how you feel about confidence, right? How to really build your confidence. And that's what I'm saying, that if you felt a change in 4 days, imagine what would happen if we did this for a month, for 12 months. Just imagine. And that's what you need to visualize that. Right? And you can't do that on your own. No one can do that on their own. And every single week, our community group will meet as well. And the most beautiful thing, this is the most beautiful thing. Karen says, join, so excited. I'm stopping watching TV, reality shows to learn something about myself instead. There you go. And this is the thing. That's really what you're asking yourself is, do I value myself? That's the question, genuinely. Do I value myself enough to invest in myself? Do I believe that if I invest in myself, I can improve my income, right? I can transform my body. I can boost my happiness. And this is the most amazing thing. It's cheaper than a cup of Starbucks every day. Genius. Genius is cheaper than a cup of Starbucks every day. My Genius coaching group is cheaper than gym membership. It's cheaper than going to the therapist. And I'm not saying it replaces any of these, but that's how accessible it is. We've made it so accessible. So the Genius community, and we've been running this since 2018. It's been tried and tested. It works. I'm so grateful to the geniuses who joined in 2018, who believed in me when this was brand new. But now we've seen it transform thousands of lives. A Genius is a simple commitment, an easy commitment of just $39 a month. That's it. $39 a month for everything that I've just stated. Live training sessions every week with me, like the ones we've been doing together as a group, right? Live meditations every single week. Access to 40 plus seminars inside our vault on everything from money to stress to anxiety to planning to workplace, right? To money, all of these areas. You get access to this incredible global community. You get access to everything I'm reading about, everything I'm learning. Carmen says, would love to join. Are these Genius live sessions being recorded? And do I have access to them at any time? Absolutely. We have a beautiful membership area, a beautiful membership site where you can access them anytime, any day you like. I do them live every single week on a Sunday, but if you don't catch the live, you can watch the replay at any time, right? It's just $39 a month, right? That's all it is. And the most incredible thing about this is Genius is unlike every other program, because Genius is not just about you watching, something that I may have said after a while. It's dynamic. We select a new theme every single month. It's like getting 12 mini courses in a whole year for that price, right? 39. It's like a course on all these aspects of our life. Every month, there's a new course that we're diving into together, and you can learn at your own pace, in your own time. You don't have any pressure. You can cancel at any time. There's no long-term commitments or tie-ups. If you join for 2 months, it will change your life. But if you join for 2 months and you go, it's not for me, that's cool, that's fine. But I promise you that those of you that will give it the time, that will give it the investment, it will make such a huge difference, right? My income makes it impossible to join at this time. I'm on disability, barely making bills each month. I've been at a point having to go to church for free food. Karen, sending you so much love, and thank you for sharing that with us, Karen. Sending you so much love and positivity your way, and hoping that things will start to change as you impact and invest. And I know so many people who are at a point before they joined Genius where they didn't have, but they found a way to invest, and then their money increased, their income increased. They got that promotion, right? They got that break they were looking through. I've seen that happen to so many people who've joined Genius, right? And if you've been in a dark place recently, if you've been in a place recently that's been really hard to get out of, we need that boost. We need that momentum. And it's going to come from being in this community. Genius members have improved their relationships and harmony. They've got better health. They've been able to move out of really dark, stuck places, been able to start new businesses, been able to get that promotion, been able to break through that pressure, right? We do that, Ernestine, for sure as well. So that is definitely something new, right? And this is why these are some of the results, and I want to share them with you because these are real member results, and I'm going to read them to you. Oh, amazing. D. Gonzalez says, I just joined. Can't wait to see how much it helps me. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. Welcome to the community. If you've already signed up and you're listening to me right now, go. Sign up and let me know that you've signed up. I'd love to welcome you. Thank you for sharing that. Varbis says, the investment in Genius Group is so worth it. The best investment I've ever made in my personal and professional growth. That is amazing. Thank you so much. That's awesome. And for those of you saying, Jay, I don't have this money right now, that's fine. See if you can save that $39 a month from somewhere and see how much of an impact it makes in your life. Just try it for 1 month, because you can cancel after 1 month. Now listen to this carefully, right? Lee, this is what Lee said. After completing the affirmation sessions, I'm blown away. I can only liken it to that moment when I took a leap of faith spiritually. So powerful, I cannot stop smiling. This is Aaron. Over my Genius journey so far, I've gotten into an active lifestyle, found my artistic nature, and found purpose and passion. I wake up to Jay's coaching to put my mindset for the day in the right space. I love that. Amy says, I just watched my first session and the meditation was life-changing. I was on the fence about committing to this. Was it right for me? Am I too old for all of this? But after the first session, I am in. And she put that in capitals. I am excited about doing this work. Naina says, I'm happy to say I've been in Genius for a year and still learning new things every day. That's amazing, Naina. Thank you. This week I learned a great form of exercise to improve my speed and performance. Imagine being in Genius after a few months or a few years and how much more developed your mindset will be. And Michael said, I wanted to share a major breakthrough I've had. The feeling of never doing enough or spending enough time working on my dream is gone. Thanks to session 2, I can now get the right focus, faster and more progress in less time with 100% energy. And Ali, I finally finished writing my book. I started with Jay's Genius Group about a year ago, and it's had an incredible positive effect on my life. I've been inspired, encouraged, and made many new friends along the way. I finally found my genius. That is amazing. I love hearing that, right? This is awesome. I've been working on Genius Group for over a year and really love it. I've learned so much from Jay's training, says Veronica. Thank you. So tell me, those of you who've been joining in for these last 5 days, how powerful would it be? How amazing would it be if you could write in a year's time and I'd be reading out your comment in a year and you'd written your book, you'd started your business, you'd got that promotion, you'd transformed your family, you'd saved your marriage, whatever it may be that your goal is. Imagine in a year from now, you'd be messaging right now and I'd be reading out your comment and saying your name and saying, this is the person who a year ago signed up and this is the transformation that they've seen in my life. Now, this is the most amazing thing. I've told you that the Genius member is just $39 a month with no commitments. You can cancel at any time. But when you take action today and became a member today, right, it's only $390 for the year. So when you sign up today, we give you 2 months free. So you're saving $78 when you sign up today for the year. So it's $39 a month. You can do a monthly option, or you can sign up for the year and pay only $390 and you save $78, which is 2 months absolutely free. And you get a bonus as well when you sign up today. The bonus you get is you get access to the video library, right, of all of these sessions from 2019, and you get access to meetups. We currently have weekly meetups in places all over the world, and this is where you can create new support groups, new business partnerships, new circles. So we actually have live, physical, face-to-face meetups. So we're building a physical community too. This isn't just about online and digital. It's about you meeting up with incredible people in your area who are all Genius members. So I'm trying to build a community of geniuses, right? I'm trying to build a community of geniuses who could come to you, right? And imagine just us working together. Nirali says, I initially joined Genius on the monthly subscription, but within the month, I changed it to the annual one. I love that. Laura says, some therapists in Mexico charge $30 for a 1-hour session, and mostly is just you talking, the therapist for the most part. I'll find a way to make room for Genius. I've needed coaching and mentoring my whole life. Haven't gotten real help so far. Well, there you go. This is $39 for the whole month for access to all of this. And like I said, with meetups as well. And if you sign up in advance, you save 2 months as well, right? And these are the meetup testimonials. So we have live physical meetups in places all over the world. And listen to this carefully. Esperanza says, a huge thank you to Jay Shetty and his team for creating this community and these opportunities at meetups to exchange ideas, feelings, experiences with conscious learners. Our interactions in and outside of this group are making the world a more compassionate place. And Jennifer says, we came together in person as a family of geniuses. We laughed, we cried, we shared stories, we connected. I'm thankful to this group for the ongoing support. If you haven't attended a Genius meetup yet, please do. So that applies to all geniuses too. If you're already a genius in this group and you haven't been to a meetup, please go to a meetup. Why? Because we were talking about loneliness the other day. We were talking about social connection the other day, right? It's so huge. It's amazing. Mario, thank you for sharing this. Been a member for 2 months, and although I'm usually a skeptic, I've enjoyed the learning thoroughly. My ability to have internal clarity has been improved substantially. My stress levels have dropped so much. It's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate that. Charmaine says, being a Genius member is one of the best decisions I've ever made. Truly happy and grateful. That's awesome. Carrie, I love this, says, it would be invaluable and possibly one of the biggest game changers in a long time. It sounds transformative and exciting. It's a minimal investment for a huge impact. Actually, go, sign up. Let me know you've signed up and come back and tell me. So this is really important that I want to share with you, that I wanted to create a program that was accessible to everyone. So Genius is the cheapest that I know of personal development in the world that exists as a community. This circle of change makers, this circle of consciousness, this circle of personal growth. I wanted to make it accessible, and at the same time, I wanted to make you accountable and responsible. See, when we invest in something, we show up more, right? Listen to this carefully. When we invest in something, we show up more. In fact, this is the reason why I charge for Genius. Listen carefully. Research shows that our brains are more likely to commit to an action when we put something we care about on the line. Genius is a place for the people who take action, who actively want to be their best self. This isn't just about coming together and having a nice time and feeling good about yourself, right? You can get that any way you want. This is not about that. This is about moving forward. This is about making real impact in your life. This is about really achieving your goals, right? It's truly another level, right? And I show up every single week. I deliver the curriculum myself every single week, no matter where I am in the world. I'm always there live, committing, being there, being present. And I would love to invite you to join this community, right? I would love for you to have this in your life. And I'd love for you to decide in a month whether it's right for you or not. That's all I'm asking. And for those of you who already realize that this is what you need in your life, then great. Sign up for the year and save 2 months and save yourself some money. So we've kept it flexible with 2 payment options. You can pay for the full year, like I said, $390 today. You save 2 months off, $78 are saved. So it's only $390. You're saving for 2 months and you get access to the bonus, right? You get the meetups and you get access to all of these sessions from 2019, right? And that's all it is. Or you can take the second option, which is $39 a month, and that's a rolling month and you can cancel at any time, right? It's so simple. All you got to do is go to jshetty.me/genius. So I'm going to put the comments, jshetty.me/genius. You'll have to type it into your browser. I'm going to put it into the comments right now. I'd love for you to head over there. Go to jshetty.me/genius. Sign up. Let me know that you've signed up. Right? That's all you have to do. Let me know that you've signed up. And this is where it is. If you've got any questions when you go to the link, let me know. But jshetty.me/genius. You've got a genius in you. No one's recognized it for years. Even you've forgotten about it. I want to help you re-find it. I want to help you reconnect with it. I want to help you unleash it. I want you to help you live it, right? You've forgotten about it. People have forgotten about it. You don't even know it's there anymore. But it is. It's waiting for you. Don't make it wait any longer. Why wait? Why keep living the same life over and over again? Why keep hoping that things are going to change? Why not make them change? That's what genius is for, right? That's what genius is about. Genius is about the people who want to make it happen in their life. Right? And many people say, well, I haven't got enough time, right? I haven't got enough time. I'm not sure, Jay, I can convince. Well, listen to this from John. He said, never get tired of our meditations, Jay. A regular slot for genius every week is beyond invaluable and keeps me grounded throughout the month. This is especially evident when I see many around me getting caught up in their own stresses and pursuit of money at the moment. See, so many of us don't realize the value we can gain. Yelena says, hi Jay, I can honestly recommend Genius Group to everyone who seriously wants to grow. I've been a member for a couple of months and I'm going to join again. I miss it so much. Come on, bring us back, Yelena. Frida says, I understand you so much, exactly what I'm longing for. You inspired me to do kickboxing. I love it so much. I did not know how important exercising was. Now I feel it. Your input is incredible. Amy says, the amount of knowledge, peace, growth, and wisdom we get from being a part of Genius compared to the cost makes this so very affordable. It's this literally, that was always the goal. Like genuinely, that was always the goal. So many people around me say, how have you made it so cheap? Like, how have you made it so accessible? But that was always my goal, to make it that accessible, right? So listen to this carefully. Imagine genius, this commitment helped you achieve that goal that you're striving for, that goal that is so far away right now that you know in a couple of weeks you will lose steam and it will become another thing that you thought about once. To reach that goal, imagine, is that worth it? Just reaching that goal, right? Reaching that goal, isn't that worth it? How much of a difference would that make in your life, right? And there is a special bonus in Genius today. You'll get this amazing bonus, the Money Mindset Meditations Bundle. This bundle is a collection of my best meditations to help you radically shift your mindset toward more financial abundance. The Money Mindset Meditation Bundle is available only today when you join Genius. So when you join Genius, you will get that Money Mindset Bundle today. So for those of you who are saying that money is the biggest issue for you, I want to teach you all of my practice around money. Today I shared with you a few ideas, a few habits. But when you come and join in Genius, I can share it with you all, right? You get access to meetups, Leslie. Yes, if you join monthly, you still get access to meetups. Absolutely. So don't be shy. Don't be scared. There's nothing to lose. There's only growth. There's only growth and it's huge, right? And if all this did, right, was inject happiness into your life, made you feel happier, made you be better with your kids, would that be worth it? Made you better with your husband or your wife, would that be worth it? Made you a better mother, a sister, a better parent, a happier parent, would that be worth it? Right? Imagine if all this did was put you in a place where you felt more connected to the world, where you felt more connected to your energy, where you felt you were able to really master your money, where you felt you were able to really make career decisions. How much of a difference would that make? Now you can say yes right now. If you're like, I need this. Steve, you're exactly there. Steve Wright's like, I need this, right? How many of you right now in your head listen to me and going, I need this. I need this, right? If you joined today, Elizabeth, absolutely. If you joined annual today, yeah, of course you get the bundle. Yeah, absolutely. That's great. $39 a month, right? jshetty.me/genius, right? jshetty.me/genius. pinned to the top. Ooh, I can't pin it for some reason, but it's jshetty.me/genius. Supposedly it's already pinned to the top. Exactly. Amanda goes, this sounds like and like-minded. Amazing. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. So let me know if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, you have any comments, let me know what you're thinking. But if you've watched my videos, if you've watched my videos, if you've listened to the podcast, if you've turned up live and you are feeling value and you have felt a change, this is the next step in your journey, right? Linda goes, I'm serious, right? That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. And for those of you who are, so we talked about time, you may, I think basically everyone that I'm hearing from is saying, this is huge for me, right? I'm listening to this and I'm looking at all your comments again and try and pin it to the top if I can. Facebook's not letting me, but we will try it again. Nope, not letting me, okay. Oh wait, here we go. Okay, it's telling me it's pinned. I don't know if it is, but it's called jshetty.me/genius. And if you're in a position, everyone's comments I'm reading is, Jay, I need this in my life. Your own personal reason for why you can't do it or whatever it is, or, whatever. There may be other things around you, but ultimately, this is going to make all the difference. Go, sign up at jshetty.me/genius. Gracie says, I signed up to continue my personal growth journey. That's amazing. I love that. Thank you so much. Who else? I just needed this inspiration today. This is one of the biggest mistakes that we make. We say we want motivation. We say we want inspiration. But then when we get it, we go, okay, now I've had enough. Like, this is enough. And I talked about this yesterday. There's nothing you don't have to do every single day. Right? There is nothing you don't have to do every single day for it to work. If you want to be happy, it has to be a daily practice. If you want to grow, it needs to be every single week. If you need to make an impact, it needs to be focused, right? You can't just hope, wish that stuff is going to happen. This is something that you have to invest in. It's something that you really have to put your time in. It's something that you really have to put your heart into. If you want to see changes in your life, you have to make changes in your life, right? If you want to see big changes in your life, you have to make a big investment in your life. You won't see a tree growing out of someone planting a seed once and never watering it. If you don't water a seed every few days, it won't grow. How can we grow? We don't water ourselves at all. And for so long, you've invested in everyone else. You've given your energy to everyone else. It's about time that we give some energy to ourselves. Don't you have dreams? Don't you have goals? Don't you have places and things that you want to see and achieve? Don't just let those be dreams, stay dreams. Don't just let them die as they are. Join the Genius family. Join the Genius family and see the huge change that it will make in your life. Join for a month, see how it goes. Make your decision. Join for a year, transform your life. See the impact. I've just read you so many impacts of people that have changed their lives and transformed their lives. Dana goes, I'm signed up, so excited. You've shifted my energy in just 5 ways. Cannot wait to begin. Michelle says, from a dedicated Genius member, you will not regret it. Best few pounds I spend a month. Thank you. Myrna says, I joined it. I really hope it helps. My account is almost zero. Okay, well, we will get you there, but I trust God, you and myself. Thank you, Myrna. I trust you as well. Susan says, I just rejoined. I can honestly say when I was following, my life was on track. When I left, life was stagnant. There we go. I love hearing that because it's so true that because you don't just have a shower once and remain clean forever. You don't eat once a day and feel full forever. This is something that has to be ongoing. It's something that is a real commitment. So head over and the live chat is available. If you have any more questions, go to jshetty.me/genius. We have a live chat there to answer any questions you have about Genius. So if you've got any questions that I don't get to answer today or that I haven't answered today, please go and ask them in the live chat, right? There is a response there. So if once this live is over, it doesn't mean you can't ask any more questions. I want you to sign up. I want you to be able to ask any questions that you have. I really value each and every one of you. And I'm hoping that we can build a relationship. That's the most exciting thing. That you've already gained so much knowledge during these sessions, and imagine we can grow even more and you can become an ambassador for all of this. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So The big moment. Make sure you've signed up to Genius. I can't wait for you to join. I can't wait for you to change your life. And I'm going to announce the winner. And here is the winner. So if you've been waiting, I hope you're still here. We're announcing the winner. And here we go. The winner, a member of the team will contact you on Facebook to set this up. And the winner is Sierra Pearson. Sierra Pearson. I hope I'm saying that right. Sierra, C-I-A-R-A, Pearson, P-I-E-R-S-O-N. You've been selected at random by my team who've just sent me through that you have been the name. So announce congratulations on winning this one-to-one chat that we're going to have together. I can't wait for to talk to you. The team will reach out to you on Facebook to set this up between us. I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you that showed up. The last 5 days have been truly historical and momentous, and I'm hoping that as many of you as possible are going to come and join the Genius community, and we continue this for the whole year. Why would we want this to stop? You're going to wake up tomorrow and be like, where's this call? Why are we not doing this, right? But if you're in the Genius community, you know that every week we're going to be dosing up. Every week we're going to be making this impact. Every week you're going to see this change. Every week you're going to feel this growth. You're going to feel what you're feeling right now every single week for the whole year, and it will transform your experience. I'm so grateful. My name is Shetty. So deeply grateful to each and every one of you. You mean the world to me. I'm praying for all of you, meditating for all of you. Whether you do or don't join Genius, you have all my best wishes. I want you to succeed. But I know for a fact that if you join, I'll be reading out your comment in a year's time, and you'll be telling people that you've reached your goals, that you lived your dreams, and you made those changes. I'll miss you tomorrow morning. That's why come and join Genius so I can see you again every week. But it's been so much fun. It's really, really been so much fun. The last 5 days have been so much fun. And I want to thank each and every single one of you for making it that much fun. Thank you. And thank you for listening to me share about Genius. And I know that I had to tell you stories, and I have to tell you about everything that Genius has, and I have to tell you about everything you're getting, because I need you to know the value that's in it. But from the bottom of my heart, like genuinely, it really works. That's it. Like, that's it. If I could just tell you, it works. Join Genius. Like, that's it. But I had to tell you all of this stuff because I need you to understand what value you're getting from it, because that's how our minds think. But from my heart, it's there. It works. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for committing for 5 days. Thank you for the changes. I'll see most of you soon. I know it. I know I'm going to see you inside Genius. I'll see you soon. Thank you, everyone. jshetty.me/Genius. Sign up. See you soon.